It's the New Year's Day Countdown, Throwback to 2003, hosted by MC Marcus Chapman on 107.5 WGCI.
What time is it?
What time is it?
It's my time.
It is now time for a superstar.
What's your name, boy?
It's MC Marcus Chapman.
Peace and blessings. This is Erica Badu.
Yeah, what up? This is Dr. Dre.
This is Mary J. Blige.
Yo, this is Jamie Foxx. Yo, preceded. This is Ice Cube. Dropping it with my homeboy, MC Marcus Chapman. Hey, blaze one for the nation.
It's the one and only King Complete, chilling with MC Marcus Chapman, and it's off the hook. Like that, your radio will never be the same, fool.
Go ahead.
Let the faith go.
107.5 WGCI, number one for hip-hop and R&B, with the SUV of your choice and the Big Jam Slow Jam February 13th at the United Center with Alicia Keys, Music, Jaheim, Key Sweat, JS, and Chicago idol Maurice Mahan. What's happening? MC Marcus Chapman, Throwback 2003. Happy New Year. We about to start off 2004 the right way, but in order for us to do that, we got to take a look back at 2003, all right? This is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be counting down the top 50 hits of the year 2003. I got your chance to win some good stuff, to the tickets to the Big Jam, Slow Jam. All that's coming up. But we also got to do some awards, all right? We got to hand out some awards for 2003. We're going to figure out what story in the news had the biggest impact on Chicago. We're going to give out the Heard It All Before award for the story that we sick of hearing about. We're going to find out the most shocking story of 2003. And right now, we're going to pick the best CD of 2003, all right? Hip-hop and R&B. Here are the nominees for best hip-hop CD: 50 Cent, Outkast, and Ludacris. R&B, Beyonce, R. Kelly, and Floetry. Which one of each category was the best? All right, call and cast your vote. 312-591-1075. Verizon Wireless phone is star 1075. This guy had a big year in 2003, and he's going to be doing more in 2004. Jay-Z coming in at number 50. Change clothes. Your boy is back, y'all. Although he's supposed to be leaving. I know y'all can smell. 107.5 WGCI, number one for hip-hop and R&B, with the SUV of your choice and the Big Jam Slow Jam February 13th at the United Center with Alicia Keys, Music, Jaheim, Key Sweat, JS, and Chicago idol Maurice Mahan, all right? MC Marcus Chapman, Throwback 2003. Right now, taking your votes for best CD of 2003. The nominees are for hip-hop, 50 Cent, Outkast, and Ludacris. For R&B, Beyonce, R. Kelly, and Floetry. What's your vote?
I like to vote for Beyonce.
Beyonce for R&B. What about for hip-hop?
Ludacris.
Ludacris? All right, thanks for calling. You can cast your vote right now, 312-591-1075. Number 49, JS, Love Angel.
Sit here on the sofa, boy.
Coming in number 48, Chingy with Snoop and Ludacris, Holiday Inn, GCI. What's your vote for best CDs of 2003?
Ludacris and R. Kelly.
Number 47, Khalees, Milkshake.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Representing the Shy. Coming in at number 46, Kanye West, Through the Wire. GCI, what's your vote for best hip-hop and R&B CDs of 03?
50 Cent and R. Kelly.
Number 45 is Marcus Houston with Clubbin'.
You know we be up in the club.
It's the New Year's Day Countdown, Throwback to 2003, hosted by MC Marcus Chapman on 107.5 WGCI.
GCI, what's your vote for best hip-hop and R&B CDs of 2003?
Best R&B is Beyonce, and best hip-hop is Outkast.
Ready for action, nip it in the bud, we never.
Best CD, but they definitely had the best video. That girl was so bad they took it to the awards show. Outkast, Where You Move, number 44, 107.5 WGCI, number one for hip-hop and R&B, the SUV of your choice, the Big Jam, Slow Jam. Make sure you keep it locked on Monday, January 5th, 7 in the morning. We're going to debut Chicago idol winner Maurice Mahan's brand new single, written and produced by R. Kelly. MC Marcus Chapman with the Throwback 2003 Countdown. The song that comes in at number 43, I'm not going to lie, I thought it was straight garbage first time I heard it, but eventually it grew on me. It's David Banner, Like a Pimp.
107.5 WGCI.
All the ladies, if you feel me, help me sing it out.
taking your votes right now for Best Hip Hop and R&B CDs of 2003. Your nominees for hip hop: 50 Cent, Outkast, or Ludacris. For R&B, R. Kelly, Floetry, and this young lady right here, Beyonce. All right, taking your votes 312-591-1075. Verizon Wireless phone to Star 1075. Coming in at number 42, Me, Myself, and I on GCI.
Believe, I believe. See the sunshine, got me, myself, and I.
GCI, what's your vote for Best Hip Hop and R&B CDs of 2003?
Ludacris and Beyonce.
All right, thanks for the call, okay?
And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. GCI, what's your vote?
R. Kelly and Ludacris.
Thanks for the call. This guy gets the award for the one person we do not want to see take his shirt off. Number 41 is Bone Crusher, Never Scared on GCI.
It's the New Year's Day countdown.
Like that. Shake it till it wanna break my like that. Don't hold back, let it go now. Like that. Let your money make a jump now. Like that. Let me see you go low now. Like that. Bring it up and let it roll now. Like that. I love the way you work it. Like that. Make me wanna get to know you. Like that.
Coming in at number 40, R. Kelly, Snake. Here's a news story from 03. Big Tigger finally got up out that booth on 106 in Park and got on somebody's song. How about that? Coming in at number 39, it's the Young Bloods with Damn on GCI. Yeah. Your last chance to vote right now for Best CD of 2003. Hip Hop, 50 Cent, Outkast, or Ludacris. R&B, Beyonce, R. Kelly, or Floetry. We got the results coming up next.
107.5 WGCI-FM Chicago. Number 1 for hip hop.
Really care what people say. I don't really watch what them want do. Still I got to stick to my girls.
Number 38, Sean Paul, Like Glue. GCI, what's your vote for Best Hip Hop and R&B CD of 03?
50 Cent and R. Kelly.
All right, thanks for the call. GCI, what's your vote?
50 Cent.
And for R&B?
Beyonce.
GCI, what's your vote?
My vote is 50 Cent and for Beyonce.
All right, thanks for the call. GCI, what's your vote?
I'm voting for Ludacris and Beyonce.
All right, now I got to add up all these votes, and after all the votes, your choice for Best CD of 2003, Hip Hop, Ludacris, Chicken and Beer, barely edged out 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. And for Best R&B CD, real close, R. Kelly, Chocolate Factory, barely edges out Beyonce, Dangerously, and Love. All right, MC Marcus Chapman with you. Throwback 2003. All right, we talked about the music, but now we got to get into the news stories. All right, news stories of 2003. A lot of stuff started happening. A lot of people in the news, doing a whole bunch of different things. And certain things that happened in the news were major, and we were kind of surprised, and you know, they just kind of caught us off guard. So this hour, we're going to talk about the most shocking story of 2003, all right? I'm going to give you the nominees because I'm going to let you vote for it, all right? It's all about you. It's your choice today, all right? Here's the deal. What was the most shocking news story of 2003? The choices are the Kobe Bryant case. Yeah, Kobe caught us all off guard, all right? The Recording Industry Association of America suing people for downloading music off the internet. That caught us off guard. Saddam Hussein getting caught by the troops caught us off guard. And Jay-Z retiring definitely caught us off guard. Of those 4 news stories, which one was the most shocking of the year 2003? Call and cast your votes. 312-591-1075. Verizon Wireless phone is Star 1075. Let's continue with the music. Coming in at number 37, it's the Ozzy Brothers, Mr. Big, featuring JS, who will be here for the Big Jam Slow Jam. It's Busted on GCI. Coming in at number 36, Ludacris, Stand Up. GCI, what's your vote for most shocking news story of 2003?
I gotta say, when they caught Saddam Hussein, I thought they weren't gonna never catch him or whatever.
Yeah, but they got him, girl. Number 35, Nelly, P. Diddy, and Murphy Lee, Shake Your Tail Feather.
We do it for fun. Summer, spring, that's why I ain't gonna let the devil steal my joy from me, 'cause I done touched the
It's number 34. R. Kelly, Touch the Dream. GCI, what's your vote for most shocking news story of 2003?
Wow, Jay-Z retiring.
Oh, they just totally caught you off guard, huh?
Man, so off guard.
Number 33, Lil' Kim at 50, Magic Stick.
I got the magic stick.
107.5 WGCI, number one for hip-hop and R&B, with the SUV of your choice in the Big Jam Slow Jam February 13th at the United Center with Alicia Keys, Music Jaheim, Keith Sweat, J.S. in Chicago, Adam Maurice Mahan. Tickets on sale this Monday, 10 in the morning at Ticketmaster. MC Marcus Chapman taking your vote for most shocking story of 2003. Was it the Kobe Bryant case? Was it the recording industry suing people for downloading music off the internet? Was it Saddam Hussein being caught or Jay-Z retiring? All right, 312-591-1075. Verizon Wireless phone is star 1075. Coming in number 32, 50 Cent. What up, gangsta? GCI. Number 31, Alicia Keys, You Don't Know My Name. She'll be here Friday, February 13th for the Big Jam Slow Jam. GCI, what's your vote for most shocking news story of 2003?
Saddam Hussein.
It's a Big Jam Slow Jam weekend.
Number 30, Ruben Studdard, Superstar. GCI, what's your most shocking news story of 2003? Was it the Kobe Bryant case, the recording industry suing people for downloading music, Saddam Hussein getting caught, or Jay-Z retiring?
Definitely the downloading. I thought I was going to get sued. I ain't had the money.
Number 29, Murphy Lee, What the Hook Gonna Be? GCI.
Now what goes up must come down. Do the dance now. Get them dance now.
Number 28. Lil Jon and the East Side Boys with the Yang Yang Twins with the Get Low remix. 107.5 WGCI. Number one for hip-hop and R&B, the SUV of your choice. Big Jam Slow Jam February 13th at the United Center. Alicia Keys, Music Jaheim. Keith Sweat, tickets on sale this Monday, 10 in the morning at Ticketmaster. MC Marcus Chapman with you. Throwback 2003. Coming in number 27, another collabo. All right, this one, this is my pick for most scandalous video. This video came on, I had to cut the TV off. It was just too much going on. All right, number 27. Beyonce and Sean Paul, Baby Boy.
Certified quality.
Number 26, Twister, Kanye West. With some help from Jamie Foxx, Slow Jams. All right, GCI, MC Marcus Chapman, Throwback 2003. All right, your last chance to vote for the most shocking story of 2003. Was it the Kobe Bryant case, the recording industry suing people for downloading music, Saddam Hussein getting caught, or Jay-Z retiring? Last chance to vote. 312-591-1075. Verizon Wireless phone is star 1075. Coming in at number 25, Busta Rhymes, Sean Paul, Make It Clap remix.
We'll make it clap. We'll make it clap. We'll make it clap.
GCI, what's your vote for most shocking news story of 2003?
Jay-Z retiring.
GCI, what's your vote for most shocking news story of 03?
Jay-Z retiring.
Thanks for the call. GCI, what's your vote?
Saddam Hussein getting caught.
Okay, thanks for the call. GCI, what's your vote?
I vote Jay-Z retire.
All right, thanks for the call. GCI, what's your vote?
I think it was Saddam Hussein when he got caught, because I ain't never think he was going to get caught.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people said, girl, but they got him. All right, I tallied up all the votes. And between the Kobe Bryant case, the recording industry suing people for downloading music, Saddam Hussein being caught, and Jay-Z retiring, your pick as the most shocking story of 2003 is Jay-Z retiring. Man, that just, I guess that totally caught y'all off guard. Me, myself, I would have picked Saddam Hussein getting caught. But hey, that's my opinion, all right? MC Marcus Chapman with the Throwback 2003, counting down the top 50 hits of the year 2003. We are at the halfway point, actually. And it's also time for us to reflect on some of the news stories. Now, a lot of them were shocking, as we said. And coming up, we're going to be doing the story that had the biggest impact on Chicago. That's coming up in a little bit. But right now, we're going to give out an award that I call the Heard It All Before Award. All right? Certain stuff just kept popping up in the news that we have been hearing for the longest, and we are sick of hearing about it, all right? So I want you to choose which one you tired of. The choices are the beef between 50 Cent and Ja Rule. Okay, we done heard, about rappers beefing for years. That ain't nothing new to us no more, all right? The Michael Jackson child molestation case. Didn't we go through that like 10 years ago or something? I'm tired of hearing about Michael Jackson, all right? The R. Kelly controversy. Yeah, we know about it. We know, but the man came back with the music. Do we have to keep hearing about it, all right? And the final choice, the drama between Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown. If I see them on the news one more time doing anything, Bobby Brown going to jail, Whitney Houston got some drugs or something, I don't know. I'm tired of hearing about all that stuff, all right? So what's your choice? 312-591-1075. Verizon Wireless phone is star 107.5. All right. MC Marcus Chapman on GCI.
107.5 WGCI-FM Chicago. The commercial-free hours.
And the Big Jam Slow Jams.
Number 24, R. Kelly with Forever. GCI, what's your vote for the Heard It All Before news story?
I vote all of them.
All of them?
I'm tired of everything.
So you can't even pick one. You just sing all of them, huh?
I'm tired of everybody.
Number 23 is Fabulous, Can't Let You Go.
Baby girl.
But I can't let you go.
GCI, what's your vote for the Heard It All Before news story 2003?
Ja Rule and 50 Cent.
You sick of hearing about them rappers beefing, huh?
Yep.
All right, thanks for the call. GCI, what's your vote for the Heard It All Before news story 2003?
I'm tired of hearing about R. Kelly.
You tired of hearing about that, huh?
They used to leave him alone. That man got talent.
Cash your vote right now, 312-591-1075. Verizon Wireless phone, the star 107.5.
The Big Station, 107.5.
Deuce, number 22, 50 Cent with Wankster. GCI, what's your vote for the Heard It All Before news story of 2003?
Michael Jackson. I'm so sick of him. I didn't like him in the first place, and to see him all over the news, it's just getting old.
No. How old are you, baby?
19.
19, so you was born after Thriller came out. So see, anybody born after Thriller may not understand how big Mike was and why he is still in the news.
I must not understand, because I ain't never liked him.
Number 21, Ashanti, Rain on Me. GCI.
I'm looking in the mirror at this woman.
The Heard It All Before news story of 2003. What are you sick of hearing about? Ja Rule and 50's beef, Michael Jackson, Whitney and Bobby, or the R. Kelly controversy? Call with your votes.
It's the New Year's Day Countdown. Throwback to 2003. Hosted by MC Marcus Chapman on 107.5 WGCI.
You can't roll it to this.
So hard to try.
Kicking off the top 20. Number 20, Jay-Z, Excuse Me Miss. GCI, what's your vote for the Heard It All Before news story of 2003?
I'm tired of hearing the story about Michael Jackson. Won't y'all just leave that man alone? 41 cops in his house. I mean, dang, it don't take that much to look around one house.
All right, thanks for the call, okay?
All right.
Number 19, 50 and Snoop, PIMP, remix.
I don't know what you heard about me.
Hi, yo, my name is Slim Shady, and I'm chilling with MC Marcus Chapman.
Yeah, this is Snoop Dogg, dropping it with my main man, MC Marcus Chapman. Y'all know where we at.
It's the New Year's Day Countdown. Throwback to 2003. Hosted by MC Marcus Chapman on 107.5 WGCI.
Number 18, Pharrell with Frontin', 107.5 WGCI, number one for hip-hop and R&B. With the SUV of your choice in the Big Jam Slow Jam, February 13th at the United Center. Alicia Keys Music, Jaheim, Keith Sweat. Tickets on sale right now at Ticketmaster. MC Marcus Chapman want to know, what's the Heard It All Before news story of 03? What's your vote?
I'm tired of hearing about Whitney and Bobby. They fight like most couples fight.
And we sick of them, right? Coming in tonight at number 17 for the year. This is a club banger, one of my favorites. Sean Paul, Get Busy on GCI.
Shake that thing, miss. Can I shake? Shady Aftermath.
I thought that was going to be number one. Number 16, 50 Cent in the club. GCI, what's the Heard It All Before news story of 2003?
All these brothers and witness, like this last thing, they spent their Christmas apart. We don't care about their Christmas.
So you care less where they head if they together or not, huh?
Right, it don't matter. That's what I'm tired of hearing about.
Thanks for the call, dog. GCI, what's your vote for the Heard It All Before news story of 2003?
I'm sick of hearing about the R. Kelly case.
Every time you look up, it come back on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He is the greatest. He's from Chicago. You gotta let this man be. You know what I'm saying?
And make sure you're listening this coming Monday on the 5th at 7 in the morning. We're going to debut Chicago Idol winner Maurice Mahar's new single, Closer to You, written and produced by R. Kelly. Right now, coming in at number 15 is Step in the Name of Love remix on GCI.
Yeah, it's the Pied Piper. What you do.
Number 14, representing St. Louis, Chingy, right third. GCI, what's your vote for the Heard It All Before news story of 2003?
Power hearing Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown. She needs to let him lose.
Number 13, R. Kelly, Throw Your Thing. All right, last chance to vote on the Heard It All Before news story of 2003. Stuff you just tired of hearing about. Is the Ja Rule and 50 Cent beef? Is it the Michael Jackson case? Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown, or the R. Kelly controversy? Cast your vote right now, 312-591-1075.
It's the New Year's Day Countdown. Throwback to 2003. Hosted by MC Marcus Chapman on 107.5 WGCI.
New York City.
And they all about us.
That's number 12, y'all. 50 Cent, 21 questions. One of my favorites. GCI, what's your vote for the Heard It All Before news story of 2003?
Me and my friend Khalid, we vote for 50 Cent and Ja Rule. We're so tired of hearing about that.
All right, thanks for the call. GCI, what's your vote?
If I hear one more person make another joke about R. Kelly in the playground, I'm going to lose my mind.
So you sick of hearing about that?
I am sick of hearing about that. They need to leave that alone.
Thanks for the call. GCI, what's your vote?
I think that Whitney, if she want to smoke crack and get her butt kicked, the media should let her do it.
So you tired of hearing about it, huh?
I'm tired of hearing about Whitney, and she ain't the only one out here that's doing that.
All right, thanks for the call. Let's see. I added up all the votes. A lot of votes for this particular category. I heard it all before, and it was very close between the Ja Rule 50 Cent beef, the Michael Jackson molestation case, and Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown. It was almost a three-way tie between those three. However, the one that you are sick of hearing about the most, the one is just like, hey, we didn't heard it all before, is the R. Kelly controversy. People are tired of hearing about that, all right? MC Marcus Chapman with you. Throwback 2003, counting down the top 50 songs of the year 2003. And we reached number 11 in the countdown, almost at the top 10. And since we're going into the last hour commercial free, we're going to get into probably the most interesting category, all right? This one is the biggest impact on Chicago. What news story? Because a lot of big news stories that had really big impacts around the world, but some of them really hit home in Chicago, all right? And really, when I looked at all the news stories that we could have possibly picked for this, there were really three that stood out the most, that had the biggest impact on Chicago. And I'm going to let you choose which one will be number one, all right? And at the end of the countdown, we're going to talk about it in depth. The choices are the war in Iraq. Yeah, a lot of families affected by that. A lot of people affected by that war in Iraq, including me. Yeah, my nephew was in that. Fortunately, he came back, all right? The E2 tragedy, major news story here in Chicago. A lot of people affected by that. A lot of people still affected by it. And the third one is one that's definitely not as serious as those two, but a lot of people in Chicago may not ever recover from it. I'm talking about the Cubs coming so close to the World Series. And I hate to use the phrase, but blowing it. I mean, how did they blow that, man? 3-1, and that's the closest the Cubs came since Michael Jackson had out Thriller. I mean, it's been a long time. So between those three major news stories, the war in Iraq, the E2 tragedy, and the Cubs blowing it, trying to go to the World Series, which one do you think had the biggest impact on the city of Chicago? Call and cast your votes. All right, 312-591-1075. Verizon Wireless phone is star 1075. Keeping the music going right here. Throwback 2003.
107.5 WGCI-FM Chicago. Number one for hip-hop and R&B.
With commercial-free hours and the SUV of your choice. Lexus, Hummer, Escalade, Mercedes. For his and hers, BMW. We're commercial-free right now. GCI.
Number 11.
This is another Missy Elliott exclusive.
Missy, don't fail me now.
Yes, St. Bobby's, baby. I know there's a method.
Kick it off the top 10. Floetry. Getting late. GCI, what news story had the biggest impact on Chicago in 2003?
The biggest one was the E2 tragedy because it affected my cousin. She was actually up in the E2 tragedy.
And she made it out?
Yeah, thank God. But some of her friends didn't.
Thanks for the call, okay?
All right.
Coming in at number 9, the Ozzy Brothers, What Would You Do?
Hello, ladies. Move Records. J Records.
I am proud to announce that I picked that as a major hit on the air. I remember I said it the first time I played it. I said, that is a hit. It's number 8 for the year, y'all. I Know What You Want, Busta Rhymes and Mariah Carey. GCI, MC Marcus Chapman. Want to know what news story had the biggest impact on Chicago? The war in Iraq, the E2 tragedy, or the Cubs blowing it?
This is Donnell, and my vote is the E2 tragedy.
Okay, why do you pick that over the war in Iraq and the Cubs?
Because it could have been prevented.
Thanks for the call. Coming in number 7 is Genuine in Those Jeans, GCI.
Is that wrong for me?
Coming in number 6, R. Kelly with the remix to Ignition. GCI, what news story had the biggest impact on Chicago in 03?
It definitely have to be E2s, man.
Number 5, Monica, So Gone, remix with TJ.
So gone, oh, yeah.
Making it to number 4, that's Avant, Read Your Mind. GCI, what news story had the biggest impact on Chicago in 03?
I want to vote for the Cubs losing.
Oh, yeah, why you say the Cubs losing had the biggest impact on Chicago?
I don't know, it had a big impact on me. I was depressed as hell.
Well, like they say, wait till next year. And next year is here. Coming in at number 3 is baby girl Aaliyah, Come Over on GCI.
I can't do no more. Get back right.
The number 2 song of the year 2003, Jagged Edge, Walked Out of Heaven. 107.5 WGCI. Number 1 for hip-hop and R&B with the SUV of your choice. And the Big Jam Slow Jam February 13th at the United Center. Alicia Keys Music, Jaheim, Keith Sweat, JS, Chicago Idol, Maurice Mahan. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster. Call them. Get the hookup. All right, MC Marcus Chapman, Throwback 2003. Now in a minute, we're going to talk about the news story that you all voted for as having the biggest impact on Chicago. We're going to talk about that before the hour is over. However, it's about time for the number 1 song. Yes, we are here. Now, let me explain something to you. This is the song that was played the most times on GCI in the year 2003. And why was it played the most? Because it's the song that you all responded to the most, the song that stayed around the longest. When they asked you which songs you liked, this one lasted the longest and it ended up getting played the most. All right, so hey, that's how it went down. This is your choice. The one song that just did it for you all for the longest amount of time, and it ended up being the number 1 song of the year 2003. The most played song on WGCI is from an artist who has 8 songs in the countdown. 2 of those are with other artists, 6 on his own. He's from Chicago. He's been in concert here. He's done his thing for so long. You know who he is? It's none other than R. Kelly. The number 1 most played song on WGCI in the year 2003, I'll Never Leave.
Shut up.
The most played song on WGCI in the year 2003. Coming in at number 1 in the countdown, R. Kelly, I'll Never Leave. MC Marcus Chapman with you, wrapping up the countdown, the Throwback 2003. However, I'm going to throw in an extra one on you. Yeah, this one wasn't in the countdown. This one did not make the top 50 somehow. However, as far as I'm concerned, this particular song is just my personal choice for the baddest song of 2003. The baddest song, not just 2003, this is the baddest song since Mystical Shake It Fast, as far as I'm concerned, and that's been a couple of years. It's the only song from 2003 that I saw people started doing a dance off of it. If you at the club, you at a birthday party, anyway, just young, old, a lot of women started doing a dance off this particular song because the artist started it, and then everybody started doing it like the artist, all right? Bad song. My personal pick, this is me, this is my extra little countdown song right here as the baddest song of the year 2003 is this one. I'm not even going to introduce it. I'm just going to drop it on you and let you do the dance and you see what you think, all right? With some real tight jeans on and a real big butt jumping around on this part of the song. But that did not influence my choice as making that the baddest song of 2003.
Check this out. It's a WGCI Big Jam, Slow Jam Week.
Coming up next, I will be announcing the news story that you chose as having the biggest impact on Chicago in 2003.
Take the bass line out.
107.5 WGCI, number one for hip-hop and R&B at the SUV of your choice. And the Big Jam Slow Jam, February 13th at the United Center with Alicia Keys Music, Jaheim, Key Sweat, JS, and Chicago idol Maurice Mahone. We're going to debut his brand new song on Monday, 7 in the morning. So make sure you are listening for that. All right. MC Marcus Chapman. All right. We already wrapped up our throwback to 2003. However, during the last hour, we asked the question, what news story had the biggest impact on the city of Chicago? Was it the war in Iraq, the E2 tragedy, or the Cubs blowing it in their attempt to try to go to the World Series? And I had you all call and vote on it. The one you all picked unanimously is the E2 tragedy. Major news story in Chicago. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you a totally different perspective on that. Almost an inside view, I guess you could call it that, on the E2 tragedy and why that ended up being number one. I mean, the fact that so many lives were lost and it impacted so many people, that part we all know. We know how major that was and how difficult that was for people. But there's another side to it that actually continues and makes it still, you know, the biggest thing. That particular incident has totally changed a whole part of the city of Chicago. The whole nightclub scene, the nightlife, and myself and many of the other personalities here, we've been a major part of that for so many years. And when you all listen to the radio station, a lot of times you all call us trying to find out where you can go, what's happening. Well, the biggest thing about the E2 tragedy is that it changed how the capacity codes are enforced at nightclubs. Before, you know, if you ever go to a function, a lot of times you'll go there and you'll see that the room is just really packed and crowded. Well, what we think is packed and crowded and what the capacity code is not necessarily the same thing. A lot of times what's happened since the E2 tragedy is that the fire marshals have been cracking down on the places tremendously in terms of how many people can make it inside of a club. So what ends up happening is, you know, people are standing outside in line for 30, 45 minutes and they're not being let in. And it's like, man, it's cold out here. Why can I not get in this place? Well, because it's filled to capacity. But when they finally get inside, it's like, there's nobody in here. It's like half empty. It's like, why is this filled to capacity? Because what they say is capacity and what we know is capacity is not necessarily the same thing. And for those of you who really don't go out, because the majority of our listeners do not go to nightclubs. I mean, it's a small percentage of the audience. But even those of you who don't go out have been affected by the E2 tragedy. I'll give you an example. Let's say you've got relatives in town, you know, from another city, and let's say they want to go out. You know, hey, I'm in Chicago. I want to see what Chicago has to offer. Take me someplace. Well, guess what? If you don't go out, you're probably going to call the radio station to try to find out where can you take these people. Let's say if your friend has a birthday and you know, they want to go out and celebrate, where can I go? Because if you don't go out, you don't know. What do? You call the radio station. Well, for us, and for myself in particular, the answer to that question, where can you go, has become much more difficult to answer since E2, because of what has happened is in the past, the clubs and the party promoters would advertise on the radio station, and as a result, they would hire us. They would hire myself or Sam Silk or the Bad Boys, whoever, to host their events. So if you call us and you asking, where can I go? Well, it's easy for me to tell you because I know where I'm going to be and I know where the other personalities are going to be. Well, that's no longer the case. I mean, last night, New Year's Eve, perfect example. I mean, you know, New Year's Eve is a big party night. Well, guess what? People want to know, where can they go? But that's not an easy question to answer for me and for the rest of us here, because now we are not really involved in that scene anymore. And what ends up happening, I'm going to keep it real because it's a hip-hop station, you know, we weren't telling you all where to go for free. So that's a whole nother aspect to it, the financial thing. A lot of the personalities here have children to take care of. You know, that me and Mike Love used to call it working off that club money, living off the club money. Well, guess what? That club money ain't there. So a lot of times the personalities who have the children don't have that extra money to take care of their families like they had before. So they have to, you know, they just don't have it. It's not there anymore. And it makes it difficult for us because we want to let you know where to go. We want to let you know how to get out and enjoy yourself. But, you know, when you call us and ask us and we don't have an answer for you, that all goes back to the E2 tragedy. Because if I tell you to go to a particular spot and you get dressed and you drive down there and you get there and you are standing in line outside and you cannot get in, then you did all that for nothing. You know what I mean? And we don't want to send you out there doing that and you're not able to get out and enjoy yourself. All that goes back to the E2 tragedy. All of that. So, and it continues because it's not going to change anytime soon because everything is so strict now in terms of the amount of people who can fit into a particular place, and it impacts us and it impacts you, especially myself, because I'm usually in here Saturday night, 6 to 10. That's always been like a major time slot for us to let you know where to go. Can't do it as easy anymore. But people still want to ask me and everybody else where the party is. Unfortunately, we can't tell you as easy. The expectations are still there, but the circumstances have changed. And all of that goes back to E2. All right? So I just wanted to give you a little inside perspective on how all of that has impacted Chicago. All right, MC Marcus Chapman, it's about time for me to get up out of here. Up next, my man Big Papa, about to hold it down. That's my boy. You can catch him in here. He's usually in here with Sam Silk in the afternoons. He's about to do his thing. All right, keeping it rolling, commercial free. GCI. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Matter of fact,